Thanks for joining us here on 2K. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Clippers. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place.
And you know, for Los Angeles,
they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
Resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. In the forward slots, we'll see Leonard and Collins. Harden in the backcourt with Dunn to his side. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for Orlando, the guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. And it's Wagner in at the small forward spot. We have the first leg of the NBA season, Greg, now behind us. The standings starting to come into shape.
Yeah, right now is when you can make sense of wins and losses. Who you play matters so much early on, but things have started here to balance out.
That Jalen Suggs putting in the time, being diligent about becoming more consistent from three-point territory. That time, he makes it look easy.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
No problem knocking that one down.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
The Magic have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Down low, here's Lopez. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, Lopez so comfortable down inside. This is where he makes his living.
And Doris, we're early on in Chris Dunn's career, but is it fair to say many wondered if it might be short-lived?
Oh, there's no doubt, Kevin. Remember, this guy was at one point the 5th pick in the league, and there were questions about the offensive end of the floor. But give Chris credit. His defense has carved out minutes for him, and he's worked diligently to become a better offensive player. Okay, James Harden showing you, I've still got the vertical in my bag of tricks.
Wagner outside. Suggs passes to Carter. Bane with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Bane, no good. Clippers trail by 3. Outside Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you look at Kawhi's career, one of the first things he did was work on his consistency from the free throw line. Why? Because he's excellent at drawing contact.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the 3rd player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other 2, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
Yep, a star on the rise. And Shams, we appreciate the report.
Boy, that's a big-time effort play by Wendell Carter Jr. This guy gives you everything he's got.
The 10-footer. Lopez. Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Back to Wagner. Bane against Dunn. Pass to Banchero. Shot clock at 5. And that one drops for him. Banchero's got 5 points so far.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Clippers. It's a 3-point game. On the wing, Batum. Pass to Bogdanovic. And again, it's the Clippers missing. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Back to Black. Now, here's Wagner. And the basket is good.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Clippers trail by 5. 27 seconds left to play here in the first. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Orlando moving the ball around. And finish off by Wagner.
Well, the big man, Mo Wagner, getting to it. Nice finish.
Jones drives in, and Jones slams it in.
And how about they don't waste any time matching that throwdown with one of their own.
A show of their determination right there.
But D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And so it's the Orlando Magic, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
We've got Desmond Bane, Tyus Jones out there with Black. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's De Silva in at the four-man position. This is out there for Orlando. A kick out to Bane. A shake, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Putting some real power behind his motion. Bane takes it straight to the rim.
So when we talk about value players, Doris, Derek Jones comes to mind.
Oh, Kevin, there is absolutely no doubt he deserves to be in this category. This guy combines great athleticism with an ability to knock down shots because he's worked at it. And defensively, we know he's going to make things tough on his opponent.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group.
Orlando making some changes. Franz Wagner comes in for Anthony Black. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Tyus Jones. James Harden is checked in for the Clippers. Ball against Suggs. Ball kicks to Harden. Los Angeles with another miss. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against the 76ers.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus. Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Suggs passes to Bane. Pass to Wagner. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And back in the day, guys like Bird and Magic competed for championships as rookies. But Doris, we haven't seen that in a while.
Kev, you have to remember, Larry Bird was drafted in unique circumstances. He was drafted a full year before he left college. And for both Larry and Magic, they joined talented veteran teams. That would be like the Celtics or Warriors drafting Wemby. It would be the exact same story.
Banchero's checked in for the Magic.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Leonard in the paint. Kawhi gets it done.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Anthony Black's checked in for Bane. And then for Los Angeles, Brook Lopez is checked in for Derek Jones. Collins comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Paul. Wagner a screen on Dunn. A three, and he's good on the three ball. Suggs has got the lead up to 14 now for the Magic.
Jalen Suggs showing you supreme confidence right there. On the catch, ready to rise and fire.
The three from Harden, and it's Wagner with the rebound. And so Suggs with it, he brings it up for Orlando. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
Clippers trail by 16. Harden kicks to Leonard. Franz Wagner grabs the miss. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 15-6 run. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and continue to score consistently.
So for the Magic, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. And it's Bane in for Anthony Black. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Hall's checked in. Drills it from outside.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Outside, Suggs. The three from Banchero. Connects from three-point range. Banchero's got 12.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And counting, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And part of the reason they're down is that they haven't been as strong in the paint here in the second.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Outside, Bane. Carter inside the three-point line, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Oh, Harden pressing the action.
James Harden has made a living out of tough shot making. And I'll tell you, the defense pretty good right there. James Harden just better.
Bane for three. It's hauled in by Dunn. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And so it's the Orlando Magic holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Thanks.
Their bench came in ready to play. As a starter, that gives you confidence when you have to come off the floor.
Yeah, you know they know the... All right, fellas, let's change it up. Time. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Harden in the backcourt with Dunn to his side. In the forward slots, you'll see Leonard and Collins. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Magic leading by 6. The kick out to Bane. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Leonard lets it rip from 3.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Here's Banchero. The kick out to Bane. Carter sets the pick for Bane. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Unloads from 13. And it's Wagner missing.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Magic leading by 3. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Suggs passes to Carter. Banchero outside. Just 5 on the clock. Over Collins.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Suggs with the steal. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Franz Wagner was asked to describe his game, and he said, I don't know if there's someone who I would say I play really close to. I'm like a tall guard. I try to do a lot of different stuff out there, and I hope when you see me play, you see that I'm having fun and I'm playing for the right reasons. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Done. Los Angeles with another miss. Magic leading by 5. Left side Suggs, and Suggs throws it down.
I tell you, watch out when Jalen Suggs gets downhill. The athleticism is on display.
It's stolen by Suggs. Pass to Bane. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Suggs passes to Banchero. Almost, but it rolls out.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
A 3 from Leonard, and it's Suggs with the rebound. Suggs has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Offensive rebound, and finished off by Banchero.
And great attention to detail from Banchero.
Oh, Leonard with authority.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
Outside, Suggs. Here's Bane. Lopez with the block. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. And Orlando making a change here. Black's checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Paul's checked in. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Black. Just 5 to shoot. The Magic again can't hit. Clippers trail by 9. Bane drops in the layup for 2. Bane's got 11 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
The shot by Paul, no good. Here's Orlando now. Big stretch here going 10-2. And the foul on Harden. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Jones checked in for Lopez. Brown comes in for Collins. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for James Harden. Outside, Suggs. Pass to Wagner. Makes it off the glass. 12 points for him.
Wow, you can't let Wagner get established like that. If he does, scoring is easy.
Paul, right side. Nice defense from Wagner. And so it's the Orlando Magic. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Both Wagners are out there, Franz at small forward, and Mo at the center. Black is out there with Jalen Suggs. And it's De Silva in at the power forward position. That's who's out there for Orlando.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Fires the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, listen, he may not be lights out, but if you give him that good a look, he's going to hurt you.
Here's Bogdanovich. Black grabs the board.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Here's the screen. Latre. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. It'll be just the 5th of this long 7-game road trip. And here's Leonard from 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Leonard's got 20.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make since.
Here's Suggs. No good from 11 feet. Clippers trail by 13. To the paint. And Batum throws it down.
Well, we know Nick Batum can hurt you from the perimeter. That time he shows you his ups. Go ahead, get up, Nicholas Batum.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Los Angeles making a switch here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Jones. John Collins comes in for Nicholas Batum. Chris Dunn's checked in for Bojan Bogdanovich. And James Harden has subbed in for Paul. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team, and they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Book it!
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. The shot from 20. He puts in the J.
Boy, the hard dribble gets the defense on its heels. That is vintage James Harden right there.
Leonard with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Can't get it.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
And here's Wagner. Cleared away by Leonard. Harden against Suggs.
An absolute master at drawing contact. Defenders get nervous guarding James Harden. This is why.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Drops the first one, and that brings them to within 10.
When you have one of the great scorers in the history of the game, as you do with James Harden, obviously you want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
Orlando's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They're taking 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now, Banchero. Down it goes for 3.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Harden, and he hits from 17.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Off target from outside. And here are the Clippers. They're on a 13-5 run here. Cleared away by Wagner. Collins outside. Trying to get open is Lopez. Missed on the 3. Lopez with the steal. Leonard! Creamed from outside.
The unflappable Kawhi Leonard doing his thing.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
James Harden, third personal foul, first team foul.
And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. They led by as many as 18 points. Shot clock at 6. Got it to go off the glass.
That's about simply playing hard. Wagner doing what it takes to find a shot in the interior.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 7. Guys, what's your take?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for your Magic.
It's the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
That shuts down any idea of a comeback. That is big time under pressure.
It's Harden with the drive.
James Harden.
So the Magic win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone...